Here we are on the Browning stand, David Stately, the head of Browning UK. This is a new model that's coming out this year for game shooters. I'm actually going to be using this gun on a couple of my game days in this coming season. So I'm going to get David to talk a little bit more about this new model that's just come out by Browning. So David,
yeah, thanks, Dren. Well, we had a gap basically, Drennan, in the market. We've got a full range of the 7 Series gun, grade 1, 3 and 5. Whereas on the 5 Series guns, we sort of just had a grade 1 and that was it. So there's huge demand for a higher grade, grade 5. So we had the Crown a couple of years ago, you might remember, which was a phenomenal success. But we had this one as well. We tested it last year and it had very good reviews. So we brought this one into the market. So it's not actually a grade 5, it's what we call a grade 4. But you can see it's got beautiful European walnut. It's got this lovely deep scroll engraving and game rib. And I just think it's a lovely looking product, well balanced, and it just fills that gap in the market at the top, or towards the top of the 5 Series action.
Brilliant. So later on in the year I'll be writing about this gun in Sport and Shooter magazine, and also we'll be filming me shooting this gun on one of the estates that I'll be shooting on, and it will be on Shooting Country TV later on in the year, so look forward to that. Okay, so we are still on the Browning stand with the new 525. David's going to tell you a lot more about it now. Straight away, as you can see, that they've removed the engraving from the action, and David's going to explain to you now the many options the new 525 has got. So David.
Yeah, well basically we had, this is our best selling gun, 525 Sporter is the do-all everything gun, very good value for money. It's been about the same price, around about the £1,600 mark since I started 15 years ago, so I mean it's fantastic value for money. But what we've done now is given the consumer options. So this is the original specification. We've got standard Browning woodwork, Schnabel forend, standard stock. We still do that obviously, as you mentioned earlier. The engraving is very plain, which tends to be the style now. We've borrowed that from the laminate version, which went down very well. If you also notice, we've got a matte black barrel now, so it gives it that little that non-glare look. But what we've decided to do is give the consumer every option in stock and forend. So we do an adjustable version in the stock, or a standard option. We do a Schnabel forend, or a trap forend, or we can do any combination of it. And we also even now do what we call the reduced stock option, the RS option, which we had previously in our Liberty model, which was for shorter, more petite bodied people that needed the extra height in the comb and the shorter stock. So we can now do that on a standard weight gun as well. So that's another option in the 525 Sporter 1. So we've got just about every option you can think of in a standard product range.
So you've got a gun that you can
fit anybody's in, whatever your preference.
Like me, I prefer to have a trap forend.
Exactly. Whereas before we would have to transform the forend for you, which might take 3 or 4 weeks in after sales. We can now got it as a standard product.
I think you just said it hasn't moved in pricing.
It's gone up about £70, but yeah, I mean, considering it was £1,600 back in 2008-9, it's still £1,600 odd pounds, £1,700 now. It's barely moved in 15 years.
So there you go, the new 525, you can get in any combination. Barrel lengths?
28, 30, 32.
There you go. So, see your dealer and get your gun pimped the way you want it.